May 19th, 1999, Star Wars Episode 1 The Phantom Menace arrived in theaters with a runtime of 136 minutes. It also came with it was Darth Maul. That is what I remember, man. In 1999, I had just finished ninth grade, heading into 10th grade, and I remember standing in line for about 4 or 5 hours. I begged my dad, man, to get up there early. And we actually did. We actually left the house really, really early, thinking that no one's going to show up for this thing. No one's going to stand in line for Star Wars. I knew what was going on. Because let me tell you this. Back in the day, there was a time when you didn't have cell phones and smartphones and all that other stuff. We had the dial-up internet. And I remember searching for Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, after I got the info from a magazine that was sent to me in Germany from someone in the States, okay? And we had just got like brand new computers in school, and you know, I got had the real multicolored floppy disk where you could save all your data, you know, and that was top of the line back then. As a matter of fact, I actually still have those floppy disks with all of my search stuff that I used to do. I don't know if they work anymore. I'm pretty sure they do, but I don't know. I've never, started them back up again, and they might have viruses on them too. Who knows? Because teenager back in the day, yeah, we still do same things that teenagers do nowadays. But anyway, yeah. So sitting in the theater, man, it was packed. I remember back in Germany, they allowed some people to sit on the sides of the actual, like where the wall is at. They don't do that anymore, with emergency exits, but, with AFI's main exchange, they packed it in there, man. There was no, well, hey, this is capacity. None of that stuff, man. And plus, back in the day, I think, maybe we didn't really care about safety. And then you look at some of those videos now where people get stuck inside of nightclubs and stuff like that. I mean, it would have been a horrible disaster if something like that would have happened. But we still had fun. We laughed. It was almost like the same experience I had with Titanic, man, seeing Titanic for the first time in theaters. But for Star Wars Episode 1, I don't know, man. I left that theater, man. I felt like I could get on my bike and ride as fast as I could, and I guess like be like little Anakin, man. I mean, who knows, man? I mean, I think that the sky was the limit at that time, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just felt like, you know what? This is kind of cool, man. If Anakin Skywalker can do this, then, you know what? I can do it too, and you get in your bike and make the noise, and you'll do, crazy stuff, man. We didn't have any lightsabers back then because I was in Germany, and to be honest, I don't think I ever asked for a lightsaber or anything like that. I didn't get my first lightsaber until, gosh, I was like 27, 25, 26, 27, man, right around there, maybe even 28. I know they were expensive as hell, I know that, and trying to ship them from America, oh my gosh, that was crazy. I don't remember any Star Wars conventions or anything like that on base or nothing like that, and as far as the German economy, no, I don't remember anything like that. I know for me, I used to, read the Marvel comics with the X-Men and, go to, comic book shops, but that was about it, man. It wasn't real big as it is now. Now, and plus, back in the day when, when you were geeking out and stuff, geeking wasn't something that was popular, man. You got made fun of, you got bullied, like, people like to use nowadays, that terminology. You got bullied. It wasn't popular. It wasn't fun. It wasn't cute. It wasn't sexy. It wasn't interesting. You would get ground and pounded if you were something like that, man. And I used to actually bully some kids, man, because they were little geeks, man, little nerds. And I stopped being a bully, man, when I got rocket socket robot into the nose, man. This dude rocked my nose so hard, man. I was in like 8th grade, in Mrs. Doobie's class, and then I think I was rocking this dude's desk, okay? Rocking his chair, man, and shaking my foot on his chair. I wasn't doing it on accident. I actually, had attention deficit disorder, man, that's some real stuff, man. I couldn't stay still. And anyway, man, the dude turned around and was like, stop doing something to my chair. And I was like, what? So who you talking to? Anyway, man, long story short, man, I kept doing it and kept doing it. And I think there was a test going on or something, man. Miss Doobie had turned around, man. This dude turned around, man. And bam, right in my nose. And this dude was like probably like 4'5" or 6", and I was about like 5'5", 5'6". I was pretty big at that time, and I was also, chunky, man. A little fat body, and there was no retaliation, man. I tried to grab him. He was too fast. He was so tiny. Yeah, man. But yeah, see, that's the thing, man. When you start talking about all this, nostalgia, man, it gets you thinking about all that stuff, man. But anyway, back to Star Wars, man. Star Wars: The Phantom Menace, to me, it was groundbreaking technology. Yes, I think at that time I didn't like Jar Jar Binks. I didn't like anything. I know I was blown away, when the Clone Wars came back, and when I graduated in 2002, that's when the Clone Wars actually arrived. And that forever, for me at least, changed my life, man. That made me, I think the Phantom Menace actually made me, the Star Wars fan I am today. But obviously, the Clone Wars took it to the next level, man. That damn Yoda fight. I'll never forget that, man. Because I always thought Yoda, because I always say I watched the originals too, you know what I'm saying? And they were really good, But for me, I wanted more like action because I was young at that time. And, I wasn't into, cinematography and film like that. I loved movies back then, but I wasn't into it. I would just watch the movies to watch them for my favorite actors and actresses, like anything Sarah Michelle Gellar back in the day. And even today, also, I still support her. Also, but anything Sarah Michelle Gellar, Freddie Prinze Jr., I would watch, nonstop, man. Anything Robert De Niro, anything Sam Jackson. That was just me, As long as it, I was able to watch it and it wasn't like R-rated or something like that. But but yeah, man, it's. I think about all the stuff, man. Where, like, when I saw Yoda do those moves, I always thought that he couldn't do it because he was so old, and he was just a puppet. Man, that goddamn puppet started jumping off the walls, man, and hitting Dooku with the damn lightsaber, man. I went crazy, man. I was like, whoa. And I don't know, man. It was just very inspirational, man. Watching those films and stuff, man. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to share that with you, man. That's my experience with Star Wars, man, and that's what got me started back in 1999, going to the theater for the first time, and never forget that, man. I probably got my ticket stub somewhere, man, from my first Star Wars film, man. It's probably somewhere in one of my photo albums or something at my parents' house or something. It's somewhere, I know that. I used to save all that stuff back in the day too, man. Anyway, guys, man, I'm out of here, man. I'm going to go back and watch some more Star Wars Celebration, man, on the Anaheim 2015 live feed, man, on YouTube, man. Rather, guys, thanks again for listening and watching. Comment, like, subscribe, share this video. I appreciate it. And, yeah, what's your Star Wars memories, man? Rather.